Hey there, welcome back to my channel, cosylee. Today's video is another island tour. This time, this is an island of my own. This is Peridot. This is my Towncore slash Naturecore island. I say that because it is a Towncore island, but there is plenty of nature aspects and spots for your characters to hang out and take photos at. So yeah, this is my own island, so welcome to Peridot. If you have been watching any of my videos, you may have seen some speed builds, and those speed builds are all of this island. So this is like the completed island, more than what you would have seen in those videos, because I didn't post every build that I did on YouTube. So welcome. Hello, I am here. This is the entrance here, right from the green airport. A lot of this theme of this island is green, so I wanted to make sure there was lots of green. My favorite color is green, and well, Peridot, like the gem, is a green gem as well. And so yeah, but let's take a quick peek at my map. So this is the map. It looks a little chaotic with the pathing, but because I put path underneath all of the custom designs, but you can see the layout of everything, where everything leads to. There are sections of the island that you would kind of do, like I think we'll go to the left side first towards the museum, and then we'll come back out and kind of go up and then come back down and then go to the right. But yeah, this is my map. We've got Molly, Lolly, Bones, Fang, Bee, Bo, Bunny, Poppy, Maple, and Shino on this island. My dream address is there on the screen. It is there. And I also just wanted to show this version of the map as well. Let me make it a little bigger for you. So this is the map that I made to advertise the island. I posted on social medias, well, a while ago now, whenever I had finished this island, like what was it, like March or April, so a long time ago now. So you may have seen this graphic already, but this is the island map here, and it kind of just goes into more detail about the areas of the island, like the farm, the national park, what the beaches are, etc, etc. So yeah, why don't we get started? Okay, so yes, as I said before, this is the entrance, and then right as you get off, I wanted to have the stores right at the entrance so that they're easy to find, and it really grasps that town aspect with the stores. So we've got Abel's right here, right off to the right side, and they've got like a little extension here with some shoes. It's just like a street sale aspect to it. Down here we have our post office. I wanted the post office really close to the airport, because imagine this, you get mail in, it has to come by plane, and so you'll want it nice and close to the airport. And we've got like a double-decker look to this with the storefronts there to make it look like a building, but you're on the inside of the building. And then we're actually gonna go to the left first. I just wanted to show off those entrance pieces. If you walk up straight here, it does bring you to resident services, but we're gonna just go to the left, and this goes right in front of Nook's Cranny here. And Nook's Cranny also has a little side area. I wanted this to be like a more grocery market type space. There is a workbench here as well. It was very useful actually, while I was still decorating my island, to have the workbench there, and then you can see I have a shed there, but I think it just worked really well as like storage for the shop. We've got our little cash register and our carts and baskets as well, so lots of shopping to do here on Peridot. Just below that, we're kind of near the beach area, so close to that I wanted to have this little ice cream shop. I ended up using the ice pillar to put like a little ice cream cone on top, because I figured that maybe was their sign for the shop. And then we've got our seats here with popsicles and ice creams. They've got their extra storage for more ice creams behind the truck there. And so it's just like a cute place to grab ice cream when you are at the beach. So yes, just below that we have our, like, I called it the tourist beach. So basically it's like the stereotypical beach with sand castles, towels, lifeguard chairs, the lounge chairs. We've even got like a little change room aspect here so that you can change into your bathing suits and then hop right into the water. So this is what I called the, oh, there I am. You see similarities. Oh, hello, welcome, welcome. I didn't set any catchphrases because I forgot. That's so funny. We look so similar, but also different. I am actually wearing like the quote merch for my current island, Redania, that I had made. But the green I think fits for this island. Just in this little square, because we are in like the town center area, and while this is still a very natural island, we had like a nice little parkette kind of thing in the middle here as our little centerpiece. And right up here we have a cafe. If you know me at all, you know I love coffee. So having a little cafe where you can order your coffee and like a little snack and then sit down, like, and eat, it was super, super important to me to have this. We got plenty of seating. That just goes up to the national park, but we're gonna go to the museum first. I do realize that this island is kind of difficult to navigate. There's a lot of directions you can go in. I think the route that I'm gonna probably take us in today will help you see everything that you want to see without like overlapping too much. But this is the museum area. I wanted to do this like triangular pathing here because I have, well actually I haven't mentioned the pathing yet in this video, but this brick path I did make the design myself. I'm very proud of it. It's definitely like, there's probably better designs that you can find online, but I wanted this like color scheme, so I'm really happy with it. But because I had all the angular pathing, that was like, if that could be a theme, the theme of this island is angular pathing. Or diagonal pathing, so there's plenty of that around, and I wanted to do like a triangle as the centerpiece for in front of the museum. And so it's mirrored on either side with the flowers and the like seating area, the fossils. But then it's a little different, like this side has a T-Rex and then this side has a greenhouse. The museum is not completed on this island, I don't believe, but up here we have a greenhouse. So this is like all the flowers in the game, one of each color and type, just along the path. I really hope I didn't forget any. That'd be really embarrassing. But it's just like a whole greenhouse because I figured you collect all the fish, you collect all the fossils, all the bugs, etc. Why not collect all of the flowers? So I just have my little greenhouse collection here. In the greenhouse, and then I just decorated the sides of the greenhouse with the stalls so that it'd be like an enclosed building that you've walked into. And then just to the left here we have our fossil dig site. So my idea with this museum is that because we're in a town, like maybe like if you had kids, for example, I know it's Animal Crossing, but just imagine for a second, then this would be like a fun little like sandbox situation. So this isn't like an active work site for archaeologists. It's more so like they've placed some fossils down for kids to like sweep up. I put this little brush here because I don't know if you've ever been to a museum with those sandbox things for kids to use the little brushes to find the fossils in them. So that's kind of what this is here. And then there's even like, I put a fossil on the beach to be like, look, it's a dig spot. Whoa. And so that's supposed to be like an educational, oh, sorry, Shino and B, I'm so sorry. Educational spot. And then same with this here is like a If you ever been to like an aquarium, sometimes they have like stingrays, or I guess they take the stingers out of these rays obviously, but the ray tanks where they go around, swim around, and then you're able to put like your hands in the tank. But I wanted to put like an interactive thing for the island, so I figured, I mean, I may as well. And then down here I just have a simple decorated beach where you could hang out, take pictures, but nothing too special. It's just a simple beach. And then at the bottom of the museum, because this is its whole museum section, I figured that you're spending your whole day at the museum, you're gonna get hungry, so you can come down to the beachside restaurant here and grab some pasta or pizza. I think that's what I have. Yeah, pasta and pizza I've got set up there. So yeah, this is a whole little restaurant space here right on the beach. Beautiful views, I would imagine, because you're literally right on the beach. So that's my little pasta restaurant. This here is supposed to be like a gift shop where you can buy like themed items from the museum as you like leave or enter, I guess, the museum. So the only way to get into the museum is by this bridge. So you go in and then back out. You could cut through the beach up top to go into the national park, but it's meant for this to be the only like entrance for the museum. Back through the cafe, you can enter into the national park. So this is where the Naturecore aspect of the theme really comes in. For me personally, this island is not only like a Towncore theme, but it's also just a Leacore. This is exactly my island, my theme. I love it so much. So this is like a campground. We've got like our visitor center here. So this is Beau's house. He's even got a little shed for himself. This beach here is kind of similar to that touristy beach that we saw at the beginning, but this one's specifically like for the campground. When you're staying at the campground, you can come down to this beach, make sand castles, play volleyball, sit in the sand, whatever you want to do. There is a trail here, which I will take you on. So on this little trail, I used the in-game pathing to lead you through. There is like leaves and all sorts of things covering the path because it's supposed to be in a forest. So yeah, it's just super forested and flowers all along this path. I'll show you a beautiful lookout later on in the tour that overlooks this area quite nicely. So we even saw some wildlife like the gyroids and the ducks on this trail. So this trail goes around like a lake in the campground. This is obviously the campsite. I did forget to put an amiibo character in, so there's no one staying at the campsite right now. This path just goes up to Red's Beach. Nothing really exciting. It just goes right up to the beach there. But yeah, this is very forested, lots of tall grasses and bushes, and then using the face cutout standees, I made some little camper vans here. We've got like our whole setup. Like with the van, they're able to carry in a lot more stuff like the barbecues and the big coolers. So that's here, and then down here we've got like a little bit more of a picnic and tent setup. I used the kids tent, but I'm imagining it's just like a normal kind of tent. Over this way we've got another camper van with more barbecues, little pop-up seats by the campfire. Every campsite has a campfire with their own little rock circle underneath it. Up here we've got another campsite because I didn't know what to do with this rock. So I did the best I could because you can't plant trees on rocks, but I have topiaries and plants, and I used the giant vine as well. And just another kids tent here. So that's one of the last campsites. And then just up here we have like a little hammock, little telescope, and a lighthouse up here. But yeah, a lot of this area here is just like very like Naturecore and very forest core. This is the lake here that I was mentioning that you kind of take the trail to go around. If you look at the map, actually, I know I already showed it before, but you can see the trail on the map around the lake. And I think it's really cool that you can see that because it does really showcase what I wanted for this area. So this is its whole section up in this top left corner of the island. I'm just gonna run back to the center of the island. Okay, so back at the cafe and Nook's Cranny, if we were to go up instead of to the left, we come to another little crossroads here, another little centerpiece with more trees. We've got a picnic area here. There's a few picnic spots on the island. This just goes back to the resident services. So like I said, multiple options to get where you want to go on this island. This is my house. So I wanted to design this house for like myself, and so I've got like my own little garden, got my own little campfire pit, because I actually had a campfire last night in my own backyard IRL. And then this is the lookout I was telling you about. So let me just open up the camera. So up from here you can see the whole trail that we had walked on before. Ooh. So yeah, I think it's a really great view of that space on my island. Now I did decorate my house. I'm only going to show you a few of the rooms though. Welcome to my house. This house is just a house. I designed it after a little bit of my style, but a little bit of just like items I really liked from the 2.0 update as well. So this is the living room, have a little board game set up, some comfy couches, music, just a TV of course. So yeah, this is, oh, and my favorite fireplace in this game is this one here. So I wanted to make sure I used that for this room. Just over here, we have our kitchen. And this is my kitchen. I really actually love this kitchen. I was dying to use this cafe wallpaper. Cafe window? Wait, what is it called? Whatever it's called. I was dying to use it though. And I just love the blue and beige color scheme in this kitchen. I think it's so cute and works so well together. Got like our fridge, microwave, cookies, all the necessities, and the stove, our dirty dishes, the coffee maker and coffee, well actually that's just a coffee grinder and a coffee, I guess I don't have a coffee maker in here. I don't know how I plan on making coffee. And then I just have a dining table right in the middle of the kitchen. It may not be the best layout for functionality if you were to have this kitchen in real life, but I think it's really cute for Animal Crossing at least. Yeah, that's the kitchen. Yeah, so the back room and the right room, the back room is just a yoga room and this one is like a bathroom. Both are like kind of half-assed and unfinished, so I'm not gonna show them to you, but yeah. Upstairs here, I have my bedroom. So we've got a little dog and a bed with some nice rugs, a little book. And then we obviously need the streaming gaming setup here. That is more monitors than I have, but imagine that setup, that'd be really cool. But yeah, this is just kind of like a little bit of an aesthetic room. I would love to have this room. I think it's so cute and I love it a lot. Now, once you leave my house area, we do have like a little lookout spot going over that river. But this here is the land bridge. This was my first ever land bridge and I'm so proud of it. I think it's so cute. This is right after we got like all those new customization options for the fencing. So I was able to turn this iron fence green, which thank God, I love it so much in the green color. But yeah, it just kind of goes over top of this river cutting through the island, and this heads to the left here is where the national park is. So this river just kind of is like below this is all that Naturecore, above up here is all that Towncore. So we're actually headed towards the suburbs right now. We'll just go right up here. We just got some sitting areas and whatnot here for the suburbs. But this here is Bones's house. I tried to give each of the villagers their own little yard and vibe. So Bones has like a little crafting setup outside of his house, but he also has like a little lemonade stand. Because he was at the end of the road, he got a little bit more space than some of the other villagers, so he does have like this cute little lemonade stand. And because he's a lazy villager, loves snacks, I think he would really appreciate it. Now just to the right, we've got Lolly's house. Lolly is like a little music hobby. I think she's a normal type, but her hobby is music, so she's always singing and around the island. So I gave her a cute little piano on a deck next to her house. She does live across to this like pond here as well, so she's got really a beautiful yard area. And also, if you do notice, their houses are the same shape, so my idea for this layout was that the houses up top here would all have this same shape. Now, this brings me to Bunny's house. This is not what Bunny's house looks like. I did have to customize it on the outside so that it would match the ones up top, because I did really want to keep her on the island. I didn't want to replace her with anyone else, so I just changed the exterior of her home. But I believe she has a fashion hobby, so she has like a little sewing setup and a little piece of clothing there. Later on, I'll bring you to the small business market. If you did see that video of the speed build, you'll know that I designed that so that the villagers would have their own little setups at the market, and so I figured she sells her clothes there. Down here we've got like a little fishing spot, but I just kind of described this as a parkette. It's a very narrow nature spot on the island, but I just filled it up with like a park bench and some flowers to give it that parkette vibe. And then this here's Fang's house. I gave him like a little office. He's got like a chess table and books, and I feel like that just kind of fits his personality and vibe. But then he also has the little tiny library outside of his house for the villagers to swap books with each other. And then below that, we've got Bee's house. So this is Bee's house. She's the only villager on this level of the island, or in this level in this part of the island. She's just got like this little lavender field. It's not too big of a field, but so it's more of a lavender garden. So I figured that she, for the market that you'll see later, collects flowers and brings them to the market to sell. So yeah, she's got this whole space. So she's got a lot of space for her yard as well. And then down here, I made Maple's and Poppy's house match. I did have to adjust Poppy's house, I believe. I don't think this is how it started off originally, but this is Poppy's house here. I did kind of model it after a mushroom with like the red top and the cream and white bottom. So she's got like a little research area. So off to the side here, it's filled with the glowing moss and mushrooms and all that fun stuff. But then over here, she's got like the microscope and the little canisters so that she can do her studies on the, well, what's going on the island. So yeah, that's her little area. Over here, we've got the classic beehives for Maple. I feel like that's what a lot of people do. But she also's got this little seating area here with the bee theme carried through as well. Yeah, this is Maple's yard, so she can collect some honey and sell it at the market. And then when you pop out on this side of the island here, this is just where resident services is. So we did a whole like loop and ended up back down here at resident services. Now, if we were to go up here, we can go to the farm. Just outside of the farm, we've got a little, it's its own market. So the farm is run by Molly, and she can sell her stuff here at this farm market rather than the marketplace that's where the other stalls are. So she's got her own little setup. But the farm is like this whole top right area of the island. We've got our wheat fields here that are still growing in. And then we've got all of the different crops like tomatoes, carrots, potatoes, pumpkins, wheat, sugarcane, and strawberries. So yes, using the poppies. Poppies? Nope, that's not right. Pansies. Putting them on the beach so that they don't regrow, and after you pick them, they look like this. And so we've got like our little strawberry garden and then a little basket here to show that we've been collecting some strawberries. So yeah, this is the farm run by Molly, who is like my favorite villager in this game. I've got a few favorite villagers, but Molly is definitely one of them. And then she's even got an orchard. I only have these 4 trees here because these are the trees that are not native to Peridot. The native fruit is cherries, and there was a cherry tree I know at the front of the island, so you can still get cherries on this island, but these are the only ones that are here so that I could keep it 2 and 2, because the game does have like an odd number if you don't include like the coconut trees, because they are like different. And then just down here below that strawberry farm, we've got like just a little bird feeding spot, so you can sit on this bench, look out at the view of the ocean, feed some birds. They have got like their own little birdhouse there. And yeah, so this is the whole farm. Now, leaving the farm here, we can head down to the right now, and this brings us over to Shino's house and the market. So this here is Shino's house. She's got her own little side yard here with a kind of natural pathway that goes to a seating area here. It's definitely not the best photo spot because of all the trees, but I wanted it to be very like difficult to get through and difficult to see. Like, I did that on purpose because this is for Shino. It's supposed to be like a nice forest walk for her. So yeah, this is Shino's yard. Across the road, there is like a little picnic spot again, just by the river. But then when you cross the bridge, it does bring you to the market that I've been talking about. So this would be Maple's stall selling the honey. This would be like Bee's stall selling some flowers. This would be like Bunny's stall selling like the t-shirts and clothing. This is like a candle station and a bakery sort of thing. Really any of the other villagers can run these. I just wanted to add more to the small business market. So those are all the stalls that you can find at the market, and you can even rent bikes. I don't know if you noticed, but there was tons of bikes all over the island, so you can rent your own bike to ride around Peridot. This actually does bring us back to the entrance here at the post office, but before we go back, I just want to show off these last 2 areas. We've got a beachside movie theater, so you can get all your snacks here, come down to the movie theater, sit down, watch a movie, and then I thought it was just a really great way to use up space on a beach, because you can put custom designs down on the beach. And I think it filled up the space really lovely, and you can get all your snacks there. And then off of this side of the beach, I decided to try my hand at my first meadow. On my current island, I've made another meadow as well because I'm obsessed with using the wheat fields as tall grasses in like a meadow. So I'm just obsessed with the item. It's a good item. So yeah, this is the whole meadow. Me and Molly are just going for a quick little stroll, obviously. And then when you're done walking through the meadow, there is like a little picnic spot as well on the rock, or if you wanted to go fishing, there's another fishing spot here. Clearly someone's been hard at work fishing in here. But that is my entire island, actually. So this is Peridot. It's a Towncore, Naturecore, acnh island. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you enjoyed the tour, and if you would like to tour it yourself, feel free. The dream address will be in the description down below, but this is it as well on the screen here at the bottom. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button, comment down below what you think of the tours, and if you haven't already, definitely hit that subscribe button. We are on a little road to 500 subs on YouTube. I would love to hit that so that I can get that community tab and start communicating with you guys on YouTube. I think that would be so much fun. So yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you later. Bye!